Welcome to Translations and Interpretations Decoded. My name is Veronica Mino. I am a certified translator and interpreter by New York State Unified Court System, and I have all the information that you need to make sure that whenever you choose a translator or an interpreter, you're doing the right choice. For example, do you know what an interpreter does? Do you know what a translator does? Let me tell you a little bit about both so you can make a better decision whenever you need to request a translator or an interpreter. Translators, usually they do everything in writing. What you have is a document in a source language that needs to be translated, that means put into writing, into a target language. The biggest difference is translation, everything is in writing. Interpretation, everything is oral. So you can have different types of interpretations. You can have consecutive interpretations, you can have simultaneous interpretations, and you can have on-site interpretations. Let me run one by one through by you. One of the things that, for example, consecutive interpretation does is you have person A, you have person B. That person A does not understand what person B language, and person B does not understand person A's language. Therefore, right in the middle, you get an interpreter that understands both languages and is able to bridge the communication gap. That is consecutive interpretations. Very, very common in medical settings and legal settings. Now, the other type of interpretation, simultaneous interpretation. Have you ever been to a conference? Have you ever been given a headset? What that means is that in that conference there's going to be a speaker that probably doesn't speak or maybe has some sort of difficulty in speaking your language. Therefore, if you take a look at the back of the room, you're going to see a huge booth where the interpreters are there and they're going to be doing their job. What does that mean? Listening to what the speaker says and talking on a microphone so you can hear in your own language what the speaker is saying, and therefore making you a full participant in that type of conference. Last one but not least, on-site interpretation. Once again, very popular in legal settings. What do is they give the document to an interpreter, and the interpreter, while she's reading, she's also interpreting in the language that the person needs to understand that written document. On-site interpretations, as I said, very popular in legal settings. Please stay tuned and come back. We'll give you much more tips that will help you to understand more about translation and interpretations. Thank you so much for joining.